Howdy, how y'all doing? It's George Fitness Rambler, and today we're in Ensenada for a day to walk around, maybe see a museum, and of course, have some ceviche. And we'd love to have you come join us. Welcome to the channel, Rambling Crew, another DIY excursion here in Mexico. And we're going to show you how to enjoy the port without spending a lot of money. Of course, me and Terry are being cheap again. We sailed on the Carnival Firenze out of Long Beach for a 5-night Mexican Riviera cruise. So today we're coming to you from the beautiful Ensenada. And we're about to head off the ship to see what kind of adventure we can get into. So come along, let's go explore downtown and the marina.
Welcome to Mexico.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And we're in
Hawaii.
Hawaii. Now off the cruise ship, there's a shuttle waiting there to take you to downtown Ensenada. It generally costs around $4 USD round trip per person. And we typically drop the passengers off at the Pueblo Antiguo complex. Now that's across the street from the McDonald's and near the Starbucks. Now we've done this shuttle before, but now we prefer to walk. It's about a 10 to 15 minute stroll down to the McDonald's. So yes, we save $4 a piece. But for us, it's going to be walking. Now Ensenada is one of the most popular cruise ports here on the Mexican Riviera. Located on the Baja California coastline, just about 70 miles south of the US border. It's known for its laid-back vibes, fresh seafood, and deep root in fishing and maritime culture.
You can just follow the crowds down.
So again, it's an easy walk from the boats over to Ensenada. You just need to come over here and cross this bridge, and you know what? You're in Ensenada. That's all it takes. 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most. So come on, let's get walking. Now if the shuttle and walking isn't your thing, look at this. You can do an onboard excursion with segways heading downtown and off to the museum that we're gonna walk to. Hey, there they go. So we're walking by a little garden here. Kind of nice. It's more of a parking lot garden. Let's take a look. As we're heading down to that marina area, you can already feel that energy. Street vendor, music, and the smell of food in the air. This is exactly what we want on a port day. Now this is something special. We just stumbled across a tribal native festival, and when you're doing your own DIY excursion, this is the kind of thing that you don't plan, but just get lucky and find. There are booths set up everywhere with traditional tribal clothing, handmade crafts, jewelry, and all kinds of unique trinkets, and which Terry's going to buy. You can really see the culture and craftsmanship here. This isn't a typical souvenir stop. No, this is handmade, Baja native craftsmanship at its best.
Who made this?
Huh?
Who made it?
Is that handmade?
It's handmade. Did you make it?
Yeah.
You made
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if somebody else made it.
Is it really handmade?
That's the artist right there. He makes these. Okay, thank you. Now, one of the big differences between Ensenada and Cabo is when you're here at Ensenada, you can walk down the marina and not everybody's yelling at you, take a boat ride, take a boat ride. It's actually more calm and relaxing just walking down the marina here. So no one's really yelling at you or screaming at you, get this, get that, the other things. Oh, there's a few people saying, do you want a taxi ride or something like that. But really, just a relaxing walk down the marina. If you just get off the boat and just do this, it'd probably just make your day. Oh, we just made our steps. How fun is that? So you do get cell phone service here. That's a nice thing. So if you didn't get that shipboard Wi-Fi, get off here at the port. It gives you a chance to give everybody a call to see how they're doing. And maybe you can catch up on a few emails. The Malecón, or boardwalk, is a tourist-friendly waterfront featuring cruise ships, private yachts, fishing boats, numerous seafood stalls, and along with vendors selling souvenirs. And there's something special on the north side. We're heading there right now. And we made it all the way down to the end of the marina, right here at Monumento al Pescador, or in English, the Fisherman's Monument. It's a memorial to maybe lost sailors. Now this is just more than a photo spot. It is a powerful tribute to the heart and soul of Ensenada. Here at the monument, the story of Ensenada comes to life.
a city shaped by the sea, and the people who depend on it. This monument honors the fishermen who set out each day facing the unknown, and the families who wait for them to return. You first walk by a memorial wall with the names of fishermen who never made it back home, those who lost their lives at sea. As you walk around, take a look at the statue itself. It tells a story. You can see in this monument the struggle on the water and the quiet hope on shore. It's a reminder that behind every catch, every boat, every harbor, there are real lives, real sacrifices, and the story that deserves to be remembered. And then there's a woman with her child standing on the shore, looking out towards the horizon, waiting for someone who, in many cases, never returned. And that there, what makes this monument so meaningful. It's not just about the work, it's about the families, the sacrifices, and the lives connected to the sea. The sound of the waves, the wind coming off the water, it all connects to something bigger. And for just a moment, you're just not visiting Ensenada, you're part of its story.
So I just looked up the museum. It's called Museo Histórico Regional de Ensenada, and it's this way out of this particular exit, and it's a 5-minute walk from here over to the museum, just right across the main street and down that block just a little bit. Come on. Now, to get to this museum, only took a few minutes from the marina over here, about 5 minutes. Feel more comfortable, you can go through the gauntlet of stores. They're just going to ask you to buy everything, and up the road. And it'll only take a 5 minutes max, and you're here. It is a free museum. It's worth taking a few minutes and see a little bit of history about Ensenada. So yeah, let's take a look, and there are bathrooms here.
So when you step into the museum, we actually start over on the right-hand side, and that turns out to be a perfect way to experience it.
Oh, you can see the guardhouses up on top. I didn't see that. Got the guardhouses on top.
Starting on the right side is where you can go through all 6 of the main galleries. And honestly, we found every one of them fascinating.
Okay, here we go. Starts out here, we're looking at the sea life.
The first gallery takes you all the way back using paleontology. We're talking about fossils that are millions of years old. Evidence of life existing here long before people ever set a foot here on this peninsula. Now we're talking about some old bones here, and the beginning of this tour really sets the tone, shows you just how deep the history of this region goes.
So there is English here. Look at this. A full skull. Oh, they even got the tusks. Look at that.
I would never have guessed that they had mammoths down here in the Baja Peninsula, but look at that.
This is pretty awesome. If you want a little bit of history getting to Ensenada, here's a place you can stop in here and look. You know, I don't think I would picture buffalo being down here in Ensenada.
Now from the mammoth, we moved into the Paleo-Indian period, about 10,000 years ago, when the first humans began settling here in Baja California. And standing there, looking at those tools and remnants, yeah, it really just hits you just how long people have been connected to this land. Now we're checking out the Archaic period, where things just start feeling a little bit more personal, such as an original paddleboard. Now I just wonder if they also had poor balance causing frequent falling and the inability to go in a straight line, like me who falls off in the water a lot and seems to just go in circles. I think I'd rather do the rock art. Now mixed in with this gallery, we move into late prehistoric, where the museum really brings everyday life into focus. This section recreates what life might have looked like, how people lived, worked, and you know what? Interacted with the environment. It gives you a clear picture of what day-to-day survival was like in this region.
Now during this native festival, they do have some, what are they, weaved grass baskets, and we're going to buy one and take it with us. But yeah, I kind of have a small collection of them. Look at all these tiny, tiny beads they did. My goodness. Oh, it is. Maybe the Jesuit priest. I'm not quite sure yet. We haven't walked in this room, but let's take a quick look.
Now it appears we're moving into the missionary era. This is where the story shifts. Starting in 1697, the arrival of the Jesuit missionaries. followed by the Franciscans, and then the Dominicans. Now, if you want to know what the differences are, well, come here, read the stories, and you'll get a little bit of knowledge. But for me, I think I just want a little hug.
Hug me. Hug me.
Now, ending up in this section, you're going to come to the native people of Baja California. You know that festival we started with? Yeah, it's about those tribes and their heritage, in which we found extremely interesting.
I just looked at some pots that just look like this, and I'm thinking of buying one. Not this big, a little bit smaller. So these are from artifacts, so they're mocking it up, emulating the techniques of these pots over there at the native festival. And yeah, I think I want one of those. Look at this beautiful dress. Look at the color they had. Wow. You want to pick up and touch some of the artifacts, they let you do that. Here's the shoes that they walked on, right here. Some nice shoes.
As we learned as we went to the festival this morning, there are still native groups living in the Baja today. You've even seen handmade crafts that reflect that living history. Not something frozen in time, but something that still is evolving.
So the person was telling me that being native in the Ensenada area, the Indians in this area, is what they're celebrating. So that's pretty cool.
Now, after going through all 6 galleries, we're going to make our way over the left side of the building, and this part has a completely different feel. As you step in the courtyard, take a look around and check out the original cobblestone for the courtyard. Also, they have a display of the original barrack doors. Hey, they look pretty old. Now, when you walk in over here on the left-hand side, this is where things get really interesting. These were the original military barracks, later turned into jail cells. You can actually walk through them, and you can still feel the heavy history in the air. It's not polished or modern. It's real.
Here we go. Look at this. Oh, I'd like to be imprisoned in here. I'm imprisoned. Quick look at this jail cell. It's about the size of a cruise ship cabin. And the beds are probably about just as good. No, they're quite tight in here, quite dark. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to stay in here. These jail cells are tiny and dark. Oh crap, you'd hate to be in here. Well, Terry's in the jail here, and the echo in here is the uniqueness of this jail cell. Yeah, so we're going to leave the echo in there because I think you get a little thought about when you sit in here, some of the things you can feel, the darkness, the loneliness, and of course, not clear speech. It's all echoey. Yeah, so let's get out of here. I don't want to be locked up. Oh, I'd like to hear that every night. And then of course, you're locked in. I locked in. I don't think I can open it, Terry. Okay, you're stuck here in Ensenada. I'll see ya. I'm going back to the ship without you. Now, it was free. It was fun. 5 minutes away from the main street. Yeah, come over here and just take a few minutes and explore. Ensenada just isn't about trinkets. It's about seeing some history, some culture, and of course having ceviche. And that's what we're going to do next. Or I don't know if it's next, but we're going to have it, so we're on our way there.
Though this was a free museum, there's nothing saying that you can't leave a nice donation on the way out, and I suggest doing that.
Gracias.
Now we have some time to explore Ensenada proper. After all that history, we decided to go to a legendary spot, Cantina Hussong's. I understand that this place is famous. They're actually known for the birthplace of the margarita and one of the most iconic bars in all of Mexico. We stepped inside to take a look around, and let's just say it's got character. Live music and drinks galore. Now we asked if they had any virgin drinks. Zero proof. It was not just no, it was a solid no. So me and Terry, we just didn't stick around. So if you're coming here, just know what you're getting into. It just wasn't for me and Terry. So I grabbed my Dr. Pepper and headed out. Now we did get to see a little bit of history, the number 2 bar registered here in Mexico. Will we ever go in there again? Probably not. So let's move down and do some shopping.
Wait 1 minute. Okay, I leave her alone for 2 seconds and she buys churros. Can't
They're not
stop.
hot, but they're good. They're
Well,
fresh.
let's give it a shot. They're good. Cold, but a nice little snack.
Now you never know what you're going to find, but when you do find it, Terry's going to buy it.
This is big.
Yeah, the other one is big.
I want the smaller one.
Yeah, get the little smaller one here. We've already wrapped it up.
Yeah.
Now this is a must-do in Ensenada, and we do this every time. We went down to that street vendor, La Guirense. Now if you ever looked up food in Ensenada, you've probably seen this place. I've done several videos on it. They're famous for the ceviche and the seafood tostada. And wow, it does not disappoint.
Why is this the best place to eat here in Ensenada?
I don't know, man. You got to tell me. Tell me.
He's like the manager here. What's your name?
Luis.
Luis, I tell you, I've been here for years and years.
Oh, yeah?
I have several videos on you. He's like the best place I know in Ensenada to eat ceviche.
They say like the best street seafood street cart in the world. That's what they say. I don't know. You got to try it and you got to tell me if it is.
I think it is.
There you go. So
But-
I don't need to tell you why. I don't need to tell you what it is. You know, the food is good.
Yes.
So it depends on the people, you know, who come and they try it. And those ones are the ones that they say that is the best place.
Oh, yeah.
You
I
know?
tell you, they spend their heart in making the stuff, though. They certainly put their heart into making it. I know that. It's the most delicious food ever.
That's the thing, you know, what we do here. Everything that we do with our heart. You know, it's really good. Since my grandparents started the business, we still cooking the same way.
Yes.
We didn't put anything fancy or anything new. Everything is cooked, you know, since the beginning.
And it's about as fresh seafood you'll ever have.
That's the thing. Yeah, everything's fresh. We got the sea right here. You know, that's our garden.
Yes.
You know, that's our garden. So that's why we got a lot of the freshest seafood in Old Town.
Well, thanks for talking to me.
Oh, no problem,
I just
man.
love this place. I've come here every time I go to Ensenada. I've been coming here since I've been a teenager. It's been a long time. Thank you very much for having such a great establishment.
No. Thank you for stopping
Thank
by
you.
too.
Right here. There you go. All right.
Did he say your name?
Yeah.
Number 4.
Now you get the chance to fix it up and make it as hot as you want to. But for me, I just need a little bit of lime and call it good. And yes, there is never enough napkins. Now there's no fancy seating around here. It's street food. So find a step to sit on and eat away.
My goodness. Look at that stuff. Look at that beautiful food.
Shrimp, octopus, scallops, and clams, mussels, oysters, and some sea snails. What else could you ask for lunch?
Trying to find little things to put on
Okay.
a cracker.
Now to get things that fit on the cracker here. Delicious. Absolutely delicious.
Yep, get every little bite.
Here it is. It's gonna be hard getting a big bite out of this, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Looks like getting some clams, some shrimp. That's great ceviche. Octopus.
Lunch is over and our appetite is satisfied. Now a short walk back to the ship to enjoy the rest of the day.
There's the ship right there. Towards the ship. It's right across. You can see them.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that sure have been fun visiting here in Ensenada. You know, going to a historic museum, hitting the native festival just in time, having some ceviche, and doing some trinket shopping. Wow, you know, we enjoyed everybody for joining us today. If you haven't yet subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give me 2 thumbs up, because this is George the Finnish Rambler, ready to head back to that ship, signing off.